guys, so I'm back today to do the Q&A. A few weeks ago I asked for some questions and I've had some lovely questions, so thank you so much. I've just written them down in this Poundland wedding planner notebook that I've just altered for more my taste. I did it back last year when it came out and I haven't used it, so I thought now would be the perfect opportunity to use it. So I have already filmed this video. I've been interrupted so many times you wouldn't believe. So I'm hoping this is the final time I have to film this. So let's get started. I've written a number beside everyone's questions and I'm going to answer them. So number 2. Kirsten Ramsden. Now, Kirsten has asked a question that a few people have asked, so I've put it on here, and that is favourite thing to craft. So my favourite thing to craft is my albums. I absolutely love making my albums, just for the pure fact that once they've got photos in and they're finished, they look absolutely lovely. There are other albums here on YouTube that are so much nicer than mine, and one day I'm hoping I can be as good as these people here on YouTube. But for now, I am trotting along with them. But yeah, my albums are the favourite things I like to make. Where do you get inspiration from? So I get it from YouTube and Pinterest. They're magazines sometimes, but very rare. But yeah, YouTube and Pinterest are my 2 places I like to get inspiration from. So thank you, Kirsten, for that. I'll put Kirsten's over here, otherwise I'm going to just reread it again. Number 5. Number 5 is Kerry's Crafty Mum Life here on YouTube. What or who got you into crafting? What or who got me into crafting? Oh, my scrapbook that I wanted to make my husband got me into crafting. For our wedding anniversary, our first wedding anniversary, I wanted to do something nice for him, so I started making him a scrapbook, 12 by 12 scrapbook. The more I started buying crafts and going into hobbycraft, I'd never been into a hobbycraft until that point, and the moment I stepped into hobbycraft and started buying bits and pieces for this scrapbook, the more I fell in love with crafting. So I was hooked ever since. So my husband, although he loved the scrapbook, he probably hates it now, just on the pure basis that I'm addicted to crafting and stationery. Apart from paper crafts, do you enjoy doing any other crafts? No, I don't do any other crafts apart from paper craft related ones. I'd love to learn how to sew with a sewing machine, but no, I don't do any other crafts. If you won the lottery, what 3 craft items you would treat yourself to? Wow. A brother scan and cut, because they're about £400 the one I won, so I'd buy that. I'd buy myself a nice expensive sewing machine. And what would you treat you? What 3 craft items you would treat yourself to? I would treat myself to, I don't actually know what the other item would be. There's no 3 expensive ones that I can think of. No, I think it'd just be the scan and cut and the, I can't remember the second one I said now. Oh, a sewing machine. See, I'm losing the plot already. Yeah, I think that would be it. Oh, and a better die cutting machine. My die cutting machine is a nightmare. It's so heavy. So yeah, thank you, Kerry. Go for this one now, and this is number 10. Number 10. Woody Mama. What tips would you have for a beginner? Tools, papers, materials, etc. So, tips. Just have fun, really. I'm always critical of myself. No matter what I make, it probably wouldn't look amazing, but someone else might think it's amazing, but I always find critique with it. So it's just really about having fun. But the tool wise, I'd say, is paper trimmers. A paper trimmer, cardstock, stamps and ink. I think they're the things that'll set you off. Now, my first paper trimmer that I bought was just this one here from Amazon. I still have it under the desk. I haven't used it, but I think I paid about £20 if that for it, and it done the job. It had measurements on that I needed, and they do various different ones, but yeah, I'd say a paper trimmer, stamps, inks and cardstock, because with that you could make a beautiful card. You don't need all these millions of things. You just need them to get you going. So thank you for that, and I hope that helps. Number four. Betty Boop 67, which is Sue, and she said, how much do you spend a month on crafts? This March and April, like this, the last few weeks have been a bit of an exception, because obviously with Mother's Day and my wedding anniversary, my husband wanted to treat me. So this month has been about £200, maybe just a little bit more, I don't know. But yeah, normally it wouldn't be that much. Normally since January I've probably spent about £15 each month, and that's basically just on double-sided sticky tape and card. I'm trying to cut back, but yeah, normally it'd be about £15 to £20 a month, unless it's a special occasion or birthday and I have extra money. So thank you, Sue, for your question. Number 12, and this is Lost in Crafts, and I think she asked a question, yeah, which I answered already. Favourite thing to craft. Yeah, favourite thing to craft, I've answered that already, so I just need to. And she also put, what age did you start crafting? So it was 2 years ago, so I'm 31 now, so 29. Yeah, I was 29 when I started crafting, so got a bit late into crafting. I've always loved stationery since I was a kid, but kind of lost the appeal for any stationery, and then started it back up then, like buying stationery about 2 years ago. So I got into crafting 2 years ago. So I am trying to improve every day, but I'm still learning, as they say. Oops, what am I turning the page for? Oops, let me put that. See, I'm so unorganized. Right, this is number 6, and this is from Wendy Laurie. And again, I've answered that one, Wendy. When I done the favourite thing to craft, I put it under there, Wendy. So I'll put that one to one side. I'm losing all these questions. I'll take the biggest ones out of the way. So this is number 1. And number 1 is Michelle Stratford. What's your favourite crafting tool and what do you enjoy making the most? Favourite crafting tool. Now, 3 people have asked that, and did I just show it? I don't know. It's my We Are Memory Keepers punch. I don't know if I've showed it already. The problem is my kids interrupted the video so many times. Don't think I have showed it, but it's this. It's my We Are Memory Keepers score and trim and scoreboard. I absolutely love this. The fact that it's 12 by 12 as well, so it folds in half, and then you can pull it out to 12 by 12. It's absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best crafting tools I've ever bought. So that's my favourite crafting tool. And obviously I've answered the favourite thing to craft as well. So thank you, Michelle, for your questions. The next one is number 17. 17. Bubbly Crafter. How many tattoos do you have? Favourite box set? And are the Disney tattoos on your arm only Disney tattoos you have? So how many tattoos do I have? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have, yeah, 10 tattoos, I think. I had my first one at 16. I wanted my tongue pierced, but my mum didn't want me to have my tongue pierced, so she said have a tattoo instead. Like that's any better. But yeah, so I have 10 tattoos. Are the Disney tattoos? Oh, favourite box set. My favourite box set of all time has to be Bates Motel. I absolutely love Bates Motel. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's, how many series was it? It was quite a few series, but I never got bored apart from the last series. But it was amazing. I'd watch it. I never watch box sets again, but I'd watch that box set again. It's absolutely fantastic. And are the Disney tattoos on your arm the only Disney tattoos you have? So no, I have obviously, like you said, I don't know if you can see. So I have Jack Skellington there. I have Sally, can you see? Yeah, Sally there. And then on my left leg, I have a Beauty and the Beast one. I did take a photo of it because obviously I didn't want to put my camera down and have to flash my leg to you. So I've kind of taken a picture. It's a horrible photo. I won't show you too close, but that's my Beauty and the Beast tattoo on my leg. I have Chip, Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, Cogsworth, The Rose, and Belle. So that's my one I have on my leg. But apart from that, they're the only 3 Disney tattoos. But the one on my leg is massive. I have big fat legs and it covers half of the one half of my leg. So that's that one. So we have number 19, and that's Diana Cameron. How do you make time for crafting and fit it into your life? I tend to do a lot of my crafting, if I can, at night time. It's when the kids kind of go to bed, and then my husband, they'll either play FIFA, or if he don't play FIFA, we play the Xbox together. So it's kind of like trying to fit it in. I don't sleep, so nighttime is probably the most I do my crafting. I try and film in the daytime if I can, but crafting wise, I'll come in here, put some music on and do it in the nighttime. So thank you, Diana, for that. And Diana have recently said about how do I store my stuff, and I am going to do an upcoming craft room tour for you, Diana. I've kind of tidied it to a point where I'm ready to share it with you all. So yeah, so thank you for kind of getting me organised, sort of thing, should I say, ready to film it. So the next question is 13, and that's from Sam on the Sam's Create and Design here on YouTube. What do you like making most? Traveller's notebook or your planner? And what does being on design team mean? I'd say my happy planner. Absolutely love my happy planner, Sam. I love it. And the fact that I had my first happy planner. I won it in a giveaway here on YouTube from Tania in America, and she sent me all my happy planners actually have come from Tania, and the fact that someone have sent them to me makes it more appreciative, if that makes sense. I love my planners more just on the pure fact that they were gifted to me. So yeah, I'd have to say my planners. And what does being on a design team mean? It means different things for different people depending on what design team you're in, but my design team for Planner Print, it just means I get sent some stickers and I share them and promote them here on YouTube with you guys, and I get a discount code for you guys too. But with various different design teams, I know they get sent images of upcoming stickers and asked opinions and different things like that. So it just depends what design team you're on, really. So number 7 then. Number 7 is Toni Raptor. Now Toni Raptor is here on YouTube, and I actually got the idea for this Q&A from her, so thank you, Toni. She's done one. If you haven't seen it, I will link her channel in the description box below to the Q&A video, because I did get my inspiration for this video from her. So she says, what one craft tool would you love but yet don't yet have, sorry? And that would be the Brother Scan and Cut. It is so expensive, but I'd absolutely love a Brother Scan and Cut. Favourite craft brands would have to be Trimcraft first edition products. I love their paper pads, they're washi, and the fact that they now do We Are Memory Keepers as well is an extra bonus. So yeah, I'd say Trimcraft is probably one of my favourite craft brands. If you could choose one American craft shop to be in the UK, what would it be? Only one? It'd have to be Michael's, just on the pure basis that they sell Recollections stuff. I'd absolutely love to be able to go into a shop and buy Recollections stuff. I just think I see all the Americans hauling the Recollections stuff, and I am so jealous because it is absolutely beautiful. But unfortunately, we don't have a Michael's over here, so that kind of sucks. I actually have some Recollections washi here, but because obviously I only have the 1 tubes of each, I won't use it. Just purely because it's American Recollections washi. Favourite snack is crisps. I'm obsessed with crisps. I eat way too many crisps. We could have a big bag to share, me and my husband, and I'll probably eat most of them. although he does eat the chocolate. He's a chocoholic, I have to say. Favourite colour and patterns. My favourite colour is hot pink and black. Absolutely love them two colours. I actually had them for my wedding as well. Favourite pattern. I haven't got a pattern, but if I was to pick, it'd obviously be stripes maybe, I think. I don't know. I think so, yeah. Probably stripes if I had to pick a pattern. I don't know why I'm holding a pencil. Number nine is Sylvia Costello. How long have you been crafting? So I've been crafting 2 years. Did I already say that? I think I have. I don't want to bore you, see, with the same things. I've been crafting for 2 years. So what else did she say? And also she said, can you sell craft supplies? I'm not too sure what you mean by selling craft supplies. I can make stuff and sell it if people asked, but I don't know what you mean about craft supplies. I'm sorry I can't answer the question because I'm not too sure what you mean. Like, do you mean like buying stuff and then selling it on, or something I make myself? But I hope that helps, Sylvia, and thank you for your question. Number 18, Fab Planner print. Favourite project you've made for challenges and craft swaps? It probably has to be the note card holder that I made with Oh So Inspired collab, just because it was something I'd never made before and it was kind of something different for me. So that's my favourite project. And favourite thing I've made for a craft swap. I love making TNs for craft swaps. I don't always make them because I don't know, I just feel like people will probably be sick and tired of them now. But yeah, I love making TNs for people to do craft swaps. And favourite craft tool, I've answered that in the joint one, I think. I hope. I'm losing the plot now, guys. Number 20, which is Ender's Crafts. Why did you want to start YouTube? I started YouTube a few years ago. It was actually called Crazy Gaming Family. It was my children's channel. I don't have social media, and when the whole Ice Bucket Challenge was going around, my kids were nominated, and because it was for a good cause, I wanted them to partake in it. So my son said, why don't we set up a YouTube channel and share the link that way to the person who nominated them? So we did, and then they wanted to start doing videos, so we started doing videos, and we started doing gaming videos and different things like that. They got to about 300 subscribers and started losing interest. I started doing bath bomb videos and husband versus wife gaming videos and things like that. And so once I did get into crafting and doing hauls, I decided to take over the channel and change the whole name. So yeah, but you still can find all of the old videos in my videos. They're still uploaded. All the husband versus wife, the kids videos and different things like that, they should all still be up on my channel. So if you want to go and have a nosy, you're more than welcome to. They're all in the playlist still. And how many kids do you have and how old? So I have 3 children. I have Michael, who's 13, Courtney, who's 12, and Owen, who's 9. And they're at that age now where they're answering back. They're really cheeky. I don't think I was ever cheeky at that age. I might be wrong though, but I love them to bits though. They're my world, and I wouldn't change it. Wouldn't change it. No matter how many times they answer me back and stamp up the stairs and refuse to tidy their bedrooms, I still wouldn't change it. So thank you, Ninju. Number 16, Beth Graves, Beth Beauty and More. And Beth is lucky enough to be in the US. She lives in Texas, and she's put, have you always lived where you do? Would you ever move to another country? I've always lived in Wales, which is in the UK. I've always lived in Cardiff. I have moved like different areas within Cardiff, but I've always stayed in Cardiff. Would you ever move to another country? I wouldn't. No, definitely wouldn't. My husband would. I think he'd love to move to another country if given the chance, but no, I personally wouldn't, which means he has to stay put as well. I'd love to go and visit other countries. So there's parts of the UK I'd love to go and visit. And obviously I'd absolutely love to go to America if we ever won the lottery to go to America. But yeah, no, I'd never move to another country, Beth. So thank you for your question. Get in there, guys. Number four. Oh, excuse that, my son's just clearly dropped his phone on his control pad upstairs. Number 4 is Betty Boop 67. How much do you spend a month on crafts? And that is Sue. So Sue, this month has been different, obviously, with my wedding anniversary and Mother's Day. I've spent probably about £200 the last few weeks, but that's because it's been presents from my husband, like money for our anniversary and Mother's Day. Normally I'd spend about £15 to £20 purely because it's double-sided sticky tape and card. But yeah, I'm trying to cut back, so it's probably about £15 to £20 on average a month. Not too much. Number 21. 21 is Cameron. What's your favourite place to get crafty inspiration other than YouTube? Pinterest. I absolutely love Pinterest. It's amazing. So many talented people on Pinterest, and you can find probably anything you can think of, from meals to crafty projects to anything is on Pinterest. So that's why I love Pinterest. So number 8, how long have you been crafting? How old are you? How or why did you start YouTube? And why don't you show your face? So I've just answered the how or why did you start YouTube, so I hope that helps, Mary. I'm 31. I've been crafting for 2 years. And why don't you show your face? I'm not confident enough to be in front of the camera. I have showed like wedding pictures and things like that. That's only because it's the one time I actually had makeup on. But I don't show my face because obviously there's too many nasty people in the world, and I know I'm overweight and I know my face ain't something nice to look at, but I don't need other people telling me, you know, because you know how people can be like these days behind a keyboard. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't show my face. Maybe one day I'll have the confidence to, but I doubt it. So yeah, so thank you, Mary, for your questions. Number 15. Soto Creates here on YouTube. Who is Vanessa? First craft thing you made. My husband's scrapbook album was the first craft thing I made. What got you into crafting? What got me into crafting? Making my husband's scrapbook album again. I was making baubles for my daughter using the hot glue gun, but it didn't involve no crafts or anything like that. But making my husband's scrapbook album, that got me into crafts. I was addicted once I stepped foot into hobbycraft. That was it. Number 3. Favourite craft shop or website has to be, this is Arlene. Sorry, Arlene. Yeah, so Arlene, my favourite favourite craft shop at the moment has to be Hobbycraft. Absolutely love Hobbycraft at the moment, and as you know, Arlene, it's very addictive at the moment, because Arlene has commented as well that she's been spending quite a lot of money in Hobbycraft recently too. So yeah, Hobbycraft is my favourite, and the range is probably my second. Do your children craft? Yes and no. Owen does when he wants to. He will come in here and use my stamps. I have taught him how to use the die cutting machine, so he will do that every now and then. And he does like to pinch my stationery, so I have to hide things from him. Courtney used to come in here and just sit and chat, but since she started high school, she don't really bother. Although she did make us a lovely anniversary card, but Courtney got a tendency to just use everything. She, like, some of my stuff, I don't know if any of you are the same, some of your stuff you don't want used yet, but Courtney, she'll grab it and she'll use it. She don't even care. She's like, yep, I'm having that. I think on our anniversary card, it was lovely, but I think she probably used like 1 million of my flat back pearls on there. And she was like, oh, don't worry, Mum, you got plenty. I'm like, yeah, but they're my pearls you're using. She's like, it's fine, but the card was beautiful, so you don't mind then. And the fact that they're in here spending time with me is even better, because it's hard to get them off their consoles. So yeah, but my eldest, he don't do any crafting. Oh, he hates crafting. He hates my YouTube channel as well. The fact that I do YouTube is cringy. So anything craft related, he said, is boring. And the last question is Catherine Long. Do you have a project you'd love to do but haven't got round to it yet? That would probably be a junk journal. I've made one before, but it wasn't like a proper one. I don't sew and I didn't stitch, and it's not as good. So I'd love to sit down and get a sewing machine and actually make a proper junk journal. It's something I've seen so many people make and they're absolutely stunning, so I'd love to do a junk journal. But that's it. So thank you so much, Catherine, and everyone, for your questions. I hope this video hasn't bored you too long and let you get to know me a bit better. So take care, guys, and thank you again, Toni, for the inspiration for this video. Bye, guys.